I was thinking first to write about the history of the Silk Road, to explain actually what is it, because that is the Budapest-Belgrade railway is part of the Silk Road, right? And just to explain before that, to explain what is actually One Belt, One Road. I mean, I don't think I think it should be in this part. Then I wanted to write about the present study of One Belt, One Road. But what I wanted to ask you, is it too broad to write the present study of One Belt, One Road initiative? Or should I write the present study of One Belt, One Road initiative in Serbia? I mean, do you understand what I mean? Because I thought the third heading should be Serbia and One Belt, One Road. But now I don't know. I'm doubting now.
You can use
thinking,
both.
what should I do?
You can use both. First, you can define the One Belt, One Road.
History. Okay.
Okay. And then you can define the current situation of One Belt, One Road. And then you can define that the current One Belt, One Road in Serbia. You maintain that hierarchy.
So you think that those are three separate? Yes, that's what I thought. First to be history of the Silk Road, then to be present study of One Belt, One Road, and then to be Serbia and One Belt, One Road.
Yes, yes.
And now, because the fourth heading, what I thought, because the railway is still not working, like it's still not open, but it's in construction, right? They're gonna open it in 2022. It doesn't matter. So I wanted to say then Serbia and the Budapest-Belgrade railway, or Serbia like in project of Budapest-Belgrade railway. I'm gonna write it formal, but do you understand what I mean?
Yes.
So do you think that Serbia and One Belt, One Road should be again talking about how Serbia and to mention the Budapest-Belgrade actually there as one of the projects, and then in next heading to write the Serbia and Budapest railway to only the information that I got from there, to concentrate only on that. You understand what I mean?
Yes, you can concentrate on that information as well.
Yeah. Okay. So you think that One Belt, One Road should be separated from Budapest-Belgrade railway? Because
yes.
I'm actually writing about. Okay, good.
Right.
And then I thought to write the advantages of the railway, because there are lots of advantages and disadvantages of the. It doesn't matter. So I'm gonna write the advantages and the risks.
Wait.
Not to be disadvantages.
Because, you will write.
Okay, I'm listening.
Where you will write disadvantages?
So I'm gonna first write advantages and then disadvantages. No.
No. Which under which section, which heading you will write the advantage?
So I thought first to write the Serbia realization of the project. I mean, how the project is going to look, and the close look what is the Budapest-Belgrade railway, and then in the next heading to be advantages of the railway, or should it maybe be in this Budapest-Belgrade railway?
For this topic, the general advantages of railway, or the general advantages of One Belt, One Road. You mention it in literature review. This is journal, okay?
Yeah. No. That's not what I meant.
When you ask interviews and they give you the advantages, then that you write it in your findings, okay? And you mention over there in the history, in literature, we find out these are the possible advantages. And after discussing Mr. and Mr. blah, 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 and they also confirmed these, and in addition, they also mentioned these kind of other benefits as well.
Great. Okay. So advantages should be separated from the realization of the project, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So, but should it be like subheading of the of the project or just for itself? You know what I mean? Like
You can
part
have a
of the
separate, you can
realization?
have a separate heading. You can have a
Okay.
not separate chapter, but you can have separate heading under the World Bank World Road, or that is for journal advantages, or you can have mix under any discussion. If you
Okay,
want
good, good.
heading,
So it does fit.
very nice.
Okay, I will send you at the end how I formatted just with you to confirm. And then risks of the Budapest-Belgrade Railway. Is that okay? Yes. And then I thought to write the. I don't think I'm gonna write about this because I was reading something, I know. And then China's role in the project.
Mm-hmm. Which role?
That is so China's role,
Mm-hmm.
People's Republic of China role in the project. So I don't know now if I should write the China's role in New Silk project or One Belt One Road project, or China's role in Budapest Belgrade project.
China's role into the project you will mention in your literature review. You will add over there, but general overview, and you can reference to that. Okay, China, role in CPAC, One Belt One Road of Pakistan, One Belt One Road that is going through other countries, Azerbaijan, right? And then in your findings, you can find out that what are the role of China in Budapest and Belgrade railway project. You can also mention over there. That is your finding related to your topic. General finding you will mention in your literature review, and the other, and also you can make this a research question as well. What are the China's role in this one? Okay, research question, you can add this one as well.
Okay. Okay, so I thought to finish with that. I thought to finish with that. I don't know, maybe I will see like a role of land port, but I'm not sure about that. Like I was thinking, or the role of the railway, because I was talking about the rules, but I thought to mention under other subhead, under other headings when I'm writing, because because there is not much information, to be fair. And I don't want to always like mention again, as mentioned above, as mentioned
if you
above.
cannot
You know
find
what I mean?
the answer of any question, if you cannot find, there is not much data, then you can mention at the end in your future research direction that, okay, I find this issue, but I cannot find, the answers to this topic. And I suggest that those who want to further do the research, they can include this part into their research.
Where should I write that? Should that be a new heading?
At the end of the, conclusion part, at the end.
Yes. Okay. So good. So I will have after the China's role in the project, this project that I'm writing about, I'll have conclusion.
If something you cannot find out, you can always mention that in your future research direction. Okay, the author aimed to find out this one as well, but due to lack of data and the lack of time and resources, we couldn't find this kind of data. And I suggest that the future researchers, they pay attention to this topic as well.
Understood. I also thought that maybe because I plan to have conclusion and then recommendations, maybe I can also mention in recommendations.
Yeah,
recommendation is to work on this topic. Yes, or to work on this topic and blah blah, like for the future studies and stuff. Okay, good. So that's all. I'm gonna start writing now secondary data collection, everything. I'm gonna also send you that research methodology I wrote, but I'm going to rewrite, like to add more. And I will also start collecting the interviews, the actual interviews.
Okay.
And also I wanted to ask.
I want to add something. When you mention the interview stuff, please try to be very thematic as well. Thematic means you make some diagrams. Okay, this is Mr. A.
Yes.
We talk about this and this and that and that and that. make something graphical, very nice representation. So you need to be
I
very
was thinking about that.
some diagrams, some flow charts. It's like that.
Okay, I won't be too annoying to people. I'm gonna ask a question or two, and as much as they can say, because people don't have time and are not very, you know, like people want to help, but not it takes too much of their time. But I thought to be straightforward and to like have a good response, and then I thought to make also like graphs, maybe of percentages or what they say about the like because it's going to be like question answer, you know, not open. I googled, I'm going to do semi-structured interviews, so people are going to tell me as much as they can, not to just tell me like straightforward it is too, you know what I mean, like to say as much as they can of the, I don't know, the relationship between China and Serbia, blah blah. And then yes, one more thing that I wanted to ask you quickly. Should I mention in research findings anywhere the relationship between China and Serbia?
Yes.
Because there is a lot about that. Yes.
You can also repeat. You can also repeat your findings in different headings, because you are building connections. When you build connections with some, for example, role of China. What I found in my findings when when the author was having interview with some key position holders, and we find out that the role of the China is very positive. It's like that, and you also mentioned it in your conclusion as well. So you can repeat the findings in one other way to answer your questions and to build connection as well.
Okay, because there is a good, like there is like a relationship between Serbia and China, like general relationship, and I was thinking, should I write it in secondary data collection? But I'm not sure about that, because I'm not talking about the relationship between two countries. I'm talking about the economy, but at the same time, it is related. So now I'm confused, like, yes, but that's a good idea. Maybe when I'm talking about the present study of the One Belt, One Road, or the Serbia and One Belt, One Road, I will mention also the relationship between China and Serbia.
Sure.
Yeah, okay, good.
When you're going to send me your next work?
Sorry. Well, I will need for this some time. Primary data, I will add at the end, but I sent already some questions. I'm gonna wait a little bit. And secondary data, I'm gonna start writing from tomorrow, and I'm gonna need some time. But I'll be done after that. Basically, with or without the conclusion, I will need for, I think, to finish everything, maybe like 2.5 to 3 weeks, to be realistic, to finish my whole work.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all. I did already references. I'm gonna change what you told me to change. I hope it takes one day. I mean, you didn't tell me much. I'm gonna add maybe something or subtract, and to start writing everything else. Primary data is for me easy. That's the only easy part where I can copy paste actually and write it formally. But everything else I need time to just read a little bit more and find the research papers and to write, I mean, in my own words, which is, yeah.
Okay, sure. Okay, so meanwhile, when you work on your next headings as well, and also improve what I said, what I gave you the review, okay? Remarks also address that.
Yes, I'm gonna the most connection words. Connection words are the most important.
Anything that you want to discuss, you can drop me a message. We can talk about that as well. Okay?
Of course. Yes. When do you think? I mean, you can also text me. When do you think is the best time to have the next meeting? Because
for me, no problem.
So
next week we can have it.
Okay, next week is also fine. Maybe in 2 weeks would be good to see where am I at. I mean,
yeah, sure. Okay,
I hope I'm gonna finish.
Okay, 2 weeks. Done.
Yes, 2 weeks, and then 1 more week, and I hopefully will be done. Okay. 1 week, 10 days, something like that, all together.
Let's keep positive, and we will be having our next meeting, I think, on Tuesday. On Thursday.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
Thursday
it's
I will
15.
be available, and